Hey everybody, well today I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm attending a model train show. This is in Bakersfield, the fairgrounds. It is an annual event they have here. I've heard about it before, but I am not a model railroader at all. I think it's fascinating. I think the way they put the stuff together is really cool. It's just not something I've ever had the time, money, or room for. But so we're gonna cruise around a little bit and see what's going on here. As I said, I am non-conversant with this kind of stuff, and looks like a lot of cool stuff here. So let's walk around and check it out. The one thing I noticed upon entering is that not only are there some cool layouts, which we'll check out in up close in a little bit, but the proliferation of stuff. Cars, locomotives, all the equipment, electronics, scenery. When I was a little kid, I had books. I'll have to come back and check those out. I have a lot of these. And everybody knows my love of books. But when I was a kid, I had toy train sets. I think all kids did. And boats and airplanes. I like that. But I never really, as I said, I never really got into it. I had other things that I wanted to do. And this is an expensive mistress, I'm sure, as are dirt bikes, Harleys, and guitars. Look at all this equipment. There's Lionel, there's HO stuff, in scale. So if you are into model railroading or going to get into it, want to get into it, I know they have these shows all over the place. Well, I was floating through here and somebody called my name, and this is Alan Rogers. And Alan, tell us a little bit about your business here.
Well, this is my business, New Creations Victorian Railroad Buildings, although it's not limited to just Victorian buildings. I have some later stuff than that. But I try to specialize in historical structures that actually were there or used to be there. And the only thing in my product line that's fanciful is one or two structures, and everything else either existed in Bakersfield or still does. Although the church is across country in Ocean City, Maryland. And I do all the design work at home. I do all my manufacturing. I have a laser engraver and 2 3D printers. And I meet a lot of great people in this business.
That's awesome. I see the Kern Junction Tower here. It's on the fringes of my memory. I remember it being there, but
that's before they added on the south side. They had an addition on the south side. So that's the way it looked originally.
Cool.
And that'll be out in O scale, probably or HO scale within a month or two.
Okay. And what scale is that one?
That's O scale.
Oh, okay. So I'm non-conversant with model railroading. I just think it looks neat. All right, well, Alan, it was nice to talk to you. Thanks for hollering at me, and thanks for talking about your business and that. New Creations. All right, if you want to buy something really cool, get in touch with Alan, and there is his website, or his URL, or whatever it is. All right, you take care. Talk to you soon. And while I was talking to Alan here, who should walk up but Lance? I told Lance I didn't even know he was into model trains, but he enjoys it. They're giving stuff away. So far, every time I started a video, she started talking, so I'm just going to let her talk. All right. Say bye. Oops, excuse me, I'm sorry. Starting to get more and more people here, but as you can see, just an absolute, probably literally a ton of stuff. All right, well, let's go look at some layouts. All right, we're here at the display. This is the Visalia Electric Railroad Modelers and Historical Society. And for those of you who have watched my channel, you know that I plan on doing a piece on the history of the Visalia Electric at some point. And we are talking to
Mike Harris.
Mike
I'm the
Harris.
president of the club here in Visalia. And we're at the Bakersfield Train Show down in Kern County, at the fairgrounds this weekend.
And Mike is a retired mechanical department guy. Those are the people that worked on trains.
Well, now I work on the small ones, and at one time did work on the full-size trains. So,
And now he works on little bitty ones.
having a great time. I have several grandsons that we enjoyed. In fact, one of them was down here yesterday running the train. We have a large layout, a module unit that folds up and goes into a trailer, and then we bring it down. It takes us about 3-4 hours to set up.
Now, is this the big one here?
That's the big one here.
All right, we'll get to checking this out here in a little bit.
We also have a couple N-gauge model trains that we bring down too. So.
All right, well, let's walk in here and see what's going on. All right, this is the large HO layout. Now, is this something that the club built? Everybody was involved in it?
It's over several years. This is probably parts of it are over 20 years old. Some of the members have passed. This is all handmade. We've done modifications. Our goal this year is to do a lot of animation. We have a house on fire that we're going to put on there. We've got a water tower that talks, and some other things that we've got planned this year to do.
Very cool.
It's about 30 by 40 feet is the size of it. And like I said, it breaks down about probably about 8 sections that fold up and then go on a trailer.
Cool. All right. Well, here's one of the. Are these both yours too? The N scale?
These two are their 2 N scales that we use. We call these the schoolroom. The schoolroom. These fold up on a little small table, and we can carry them right into a classroom.
Oh, that's so you do stuff like take these to schools. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Explain the railroad and how it works, and kids really enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah, most of the trains, the engines and the rolling stock came from this guy.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm going to walk around and film your
The rest of it.
layouts and stuff. I appreciate you coming down here and giving me a little time.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Enjoy the show.
I will. Thank you. All right. Well, this is a little further down into the layout.
Wait till the train comes, we'll get a picture. Listen.
And as you can see, it's engine house over there. And, another one over there, car barns, all kinds of cool stuff. Got a little yard going on here, and a passenger or a freight depot, I'm not sure. Have an interlocking tower. You'd think that would be over there at the interlocking. But hey, this is their railroad. And as I used to say about Union Pacific, they can run it however they want. Sawmill. Very cool. All right, this is in scale. These are significantly smaller, as you can see. Did a piece on the N-scale layout in Les Combs' caboose up in Tehachapi. About a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. Les is rebuilding his caboose and wants me to do a piece on a new piece when he gets his new caboose all done. So we can look forward to that. All right. Got a small Lionel layout here. Wow, these things are going fast. Cool. semaphore signals. And they're non-working, but they look cool. Crossing gates that do work. All right, we are here with,
Lynn McCurdy, Vice President of the HDMMRC,
and that is,
High Desert Modular Model Railroad Club.
and where is that? Where are you guys out of?
Mostly out of the Antelope Valley, which is Palmdale, Lancaster, Rosamond, Cal City. We do have 2 members all the way over in Apple Valley,
Oh, wow.
and 2 members in Tehachapi.
Awesome. Well, this is easily the most spectacular layout here. I'm assuming this is something the club built as an entity, I guess would be the best.
The club is responsible for the corners, the wide, and the lift-up bridges, and the yard, of course. The items down here, the battleship, the space shuttle, the bridge and so forth, are individuals in the club.
That space shuttle thing is, I'm a space geek, so I really like that.
The battleship is one of 2. That one is the Arizona before it sunk. The other one he has is the Missouri. Then he has 2 aircraft carriers. One is the Hornet with the B-29 Doolittle bombers ready to take off. Props are turning. It takes up so much space and so much work. It has been here in years past, but it's hard to bring everything out.
Understandable.
The size of this, I don't remember the exact square feet. They had us move from over here to here and gave us extra room because another club couldn't make it. If we wanted to, we could fill this whole hall and still have modules and things left over.
And you can see the size of this place. He said they could fill this whole thing up. That's spectacular.
I'm going to give you an example. We did the National Model Railroad Association, their convention in Anaheim back in 2008. We had a floor plan that covered 100 by 70 feet. That was not an oval. That was 2 ovals connected by this bridge and other yards going down through the middle. It took 3.5 days to set up. This took a little longer than usual because of moving and a new configuration. Average is 5 to 8 hours to set up. Tonight we hope to be out of here in 2 hours.
Wow, that's a lot of work, but as I said, and you guys will see it in a minute, I'm going to do a walk around of it, but this is a really cool thing. Well, I sure appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, I'm really enjoying it. I've never been to a model train show before, so this is all new to me.
Check out our YouTube channel also.
I'll do that. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, got a SP coming off the Y there. I'm sure that track probably goes to Vegas or something. Who knows? SP-UP meet. As much as they hate each other, I'm surprised they didn't repel each other like polar magnets. But there's the maintenance away train, part of it. All right, we get the weathering on those locomotives. That looks so cool. There is a guy here who is from Bakersfield, I understand, who does this weathering, you see the graffiti on the cars. And I know that a lot of purists hate graffiti, but it's part of railroading. And I actually think some of it's pretty cool as long as it's not gang related or obscene. Got that one pulling through the yards here, and coming out on the main. And again, you guys all know that I'm not conversant. Not only am I not conversant with model railroads, I'm not conversant with locomotive types. So I don't know exactly what those locomotives there are, but it's pretty cool. Too far away, that's better. And that is the California Zephyr, the passenger train there. Really cool BN set there. Rio Grande. Very cool. One of the, those of you from the 80s remember that they had the TV show called Solid Gold, and originally this FGE, these reefer cars were called Solid Cold, but they got in trouble for that, so they changed it to Real Cold. And this is spectacular. That is the Arizona before it was sunk in at Pearl Harbor. The detail on this is really, really something else. Some more ships and military equipment. Mare Island Naval Base. That is really, really awesome. See the cars and the trucks. Saw a little bit of this train when we were up there watching the SP come out, but the reason I wanted to get this here is this is a really cool train. And for those of you who know me personally, you know I am a total space program geek. And that shuttle launch is absolutely awesome. But got a maintenance away train here, part of it anyway. It's maintenance away, and well, it's all maintenance away. Okay, there's a couple of water cars, some outfit cars and tool cars, and a junk car. You can walk by. You're not.
I just got a question for you. Oh, comment.
Okay. Hey, a tender. How'd that get in there? That is a cool string of maintenance away equipment. That is really neat. And three different types, four different types of cabooses, and I saw another one earlier up in there. That is really, really cool. That UP going that way, and a meet with that BN that was sitting in the yard a while ago. Got some of the, looks like the coaster facility for San Diego's metro system. And a car barn, car repair facility, whatever they call those. Something else I'm not very conversant with is commuter rails. And I don't know if this is just I don't know if this is representative of an actual bridge somewhere. But you can see that they have men working on it. That's pretty cool. And that is a billboard garden over there. And they said they're going to make it represents a lot of different YouTube channels. And they said they're going to make one for my channel. And that's really cool of them, I thought. These trains are long trains, and they're running them relatively slowly. As these cars, one thing I do know about them is they're light. You can see them wobbling a little bit there. Don't want to derail them. I didn't even notice the signals here. Some searchlight signals there. Obviously a control point there. Used to have a faulty signal system. Look how close these trains are running together. And there goes. Looks like that's almost looks like the local out of Monolith with all the hopper cars and SP train. That may be what it's representative of. This is the say hi, Diane. This is the Tashby Depot. They're up here. Ashby Depot Museum. They're selling stuff down here. They have a lot of people donate these model trains, and the Depot Museum simply has nowhere to put them, and so they'll bring them down here and they'll sell them, and they go to other shows too. There's Doug Pickard. This gentleman here doing weathering on these cars. Oh, that's weathering. That's a wreck. I see that. Yeah, somebody got a little close with that one, didn't they? Spectacular work. Did you do some of the work that's over here on the big layout over here?
No, I didn't do any work.
Okay. They have some weathered stuff over there, but this is you. Now, are you the primary artist for this?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Anthony?
Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Anthony what?
Anthony Bracino.
Anthony Bracino?
Yes, sir.
Mark McGowan, doing a thing for my YouTube channel here.
That's cool.
Awesome. Look at some of this. Look at some of this. It's so cool to see young people involved in this kind of stuff, that we know it's not just going to die out. And I was reading an article. I'm not into model railroading myself, but I was reading an article just this morning about how it's kind of making a comeback. So that's really good. All right. Well, great work.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey everybody, well, I shot an end piece while I was there. I kept getting interrupted by a person, and in the middle of that, I ended up shutting the camera off in the middle without realizing it. So I didn't get to do that, but I hope you enjoyed the train show. I had a lot of fun. It was really cool. I love those layouts. They look really cool. And as you know, I'm not a modeler, but I sure do appreciate what those people can do. And yeah, thanks for coming along. Thanks for following me around there. I'm going to put the URLs up here to my PayPal and to my Patreon account. And if you can help support the channel that way, it would be very helpful to me. So keep shooting me the ideas. Drop in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see you all later.